Okay, I'm just going to quickly go over what I had to do to be able to fit the motor to the wires to the speed controller and out, and I've also had to be able to fit the battery in here. So I want the battery to be able to place in like that from the cockpit underneath and through, so I just used a Dremel tool like this and just went in, turned it on low speed, and just went in and dremeled out this little core area here to be able to fit that battery back here. Just did it on both sides. Just use a line, drew that up there, and figured out where I had to drill the material to be able to fit the battery back in there. So I wanted the battery to fit like that. Then of course I had to drill out a little channel here with the Dremel to be able to fit my wires for my in-router motor, and then a little channel here to be able to fit the speed controller up there nice and tight. And then I just did the opposite thing on the other side. So I'm going to have my power wires nice and in there. I'll be able to move my battery fore or aft depending on where I want it as far as CG goes. Later on, gives me a wide range of maneuverability. I can always add something on the back of the battery if I don't want it to go back too far, and use something up front to snug it down so it doesn't slide forward on landings. But that's it. That's a quick shot of what I had to do to get the inside of the fuselage ready before I glue it up. Okay, now since I've already carved my little channels here for my battery and my wires that come from my motor, you can see right here on this side, the next thing I did was spray down the opposite side with some Instaset curing for the CA glue, and I spread it all down the areas that are going to contact the glue, which I'm going to apply on this side, and then press them together, and they should set nice and strong and fast. So the instructions say let that dry, and that's almost dry here pretty soon. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue up the other side. I'm also going to put a little bit of, instead of using CA in here for the motor, I'm going to put a little bit of goop in there. I've read a little bit online. It looks like a little bit of goop is fine for gluing the motor in. So that's what I'm going to do next. As you can see, I've got a little bit of, zoom this in a little bit of goop on the motor there, and put it on the inside of this side too. Just a little bit of goop. I tested it on some of the foam. It didn't seem to eat it away or anything like that. Just my videotape. Okay, so then I'm going to lay down some CA on these parts. This is the part that's got the Instaset on it. This is the part I'm going to put the medium CA on and put them together. Okay, see here now that I got my medium thick CA all over the fuselage. I'm going to try and make sure that my speed controller doesn't get glued. I gotta lay this nice and flat. I'm not really getting a good view of this, am I? I'm gonna lay this nice and flat and get this out of the way. Get in the flat so I don't get any warp on the plane here. I think that'll be better. Okay, so I'm just going to set this down. And hopefully this will, that's supposed to be off right there. Put it all over my stuff here. I think that should be fine. Okay. Pressing it together here. Not sure how well I did with that. Got glue all over myself. Why did I use the Instaset because there's a little bit more than I wanted to be. That's okay. sure that all the seams are lining up good. That it's nice and straight. I want to make sure it's looking straight down there, that it stays straight. Looks like I didn't do a perfect seam up here, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. It seems to be setting up nicely. Here. Pretty good. That's nice and straight. So far it looks nice and straight. What I'm really looking for is look down the line there. This way. Just make sure that that is straight right there. Looks pretty straight. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to put a couple rubber bands around this. Make sure that seals nicely against the motor. The rubber band might actually be able to do it here. I just want to make sure this stays nice and snug here while that goop sets. Let's see if I get this around here nicely. Put a rubber band in there. Like that. Like that. Push that in there. Don't need that sticking up too far. It says 3 millimeters. That'll be sticking out. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Putting that Instaset on there really helps everything bind up nicely. I got a couple spots where these are not binding as well as I would have liked. A couple rubber bands around some of these other areas here, just so that it's not too tight, is it? I think we actually want to double loop that, and I'll come back and check on it later.